Hello and welcome to the Treasured Page. I'm Melanie and this is our quiet crafting space. Grab a cup of tea and settle in. We're looking at junk journaling and I'd like to show you how to make tags today. Looking at little bits of scraps. Here's my tray of scraps that I've been collecting over the past month, all the little pieces that have come off of projects that I've been doing. And I want today to have a look at what I've got here and use up what I've got. We're all trying to do that at the end of the day, and recycle and reuse is really important. You'll be able to see here I've got bits that have been cut off and nice bits of paper that have been used in projects. And then we'll have some neutral colours as well, tea dyed paper and some book pages, things that have been torn. Oh, here, that little bit there. I covered a piece of card with the tea or coffee stained paper to make it look aged, and here is a bit here. This is just normal copy paper that has been dyed with coffee, and then I've gone and covered something that maybe was originally a bit of junk mail through the post, and so all I've done is just glued that on with a usual glue stick, and I've done it on both sides. So I've covered up some old rubbish that came through the door that I didn't need and was going to end up in my recycling bin. So what I want to do is have a look at how to decorate this, and I'm going to be using some stick glue and some punches, and by that I mean I've got a tag punch here, punch and bunch, and I'm going to use one of these decorative corners which will give me something that looks like this on the edge, and then it also gives me either the hole there to put a ribbon, or it could be a hole for a string. So that's what we're aiming for on this piece. I'm not sure I'm going to cut it just yet. I'm going to decorate it first. I'm using distressed ink here by Tim Holtz, and that's from Ranger. And I've got a selection here. I should probably use a dark brown. I'm going to go with gathered twigs, and I've got a black here, which is black soot. I might come back for some of the others. And I've also got some stamps here that I got through Amazon, I believe, and I'm going to use perhaps one of those, or actually that could have come from AliExpress. I did a bit of a shop there once upon a time, and some of these have come from various places, so I will try and link where I've got them, and we'll go from there. So I'll probably bring in some other stamps and different papers, and we'll just see where this takes us. So scrap of paper, tea stained. Now I'm going to go with the most interesting side, and that I think is that side because it's got the marks on it. And I'm just going to go through this because I really am very keen to use up little bits here. There's a nice piece of handmade paper, so that could be useful. I want some words, maybe something from there. Okay, so that looks quite nice. And then I just want to pick out some nice words here. Water and river jumping out. Okay. I want that bit now. I might be alright without that. So I'm just going to see about a stamp. It goes like that. Yep, so just bringing in a piece of spare paper. Oh no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do the background here. Am I? Am I? Yeah, no, I am. Going to just want to suggest. That was right. Yeah, just want a suggestion of some of these. I don't know what this looks like though, because this is the first time I've used this. So I might take this bit here. Okay. It's a bit small. This is, I do find some of the stamps come out a little bit small when you're not really expecting it. You think that they might have been bigger. So we'll just put that down there. That's cool. Yes, actually have back in there. Actually, I think I can even make some of those words out. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. Ah, there we are. I'm going to stick this down now with, I'm using Scotch glue stick, but I also have, and it's just, I think, been stolen away by the children, the Pritt stick glue, which is also absolutely fine to use. This one is a very smooth glue. It glides on, but it's not as permanent as you would hope. So it's fine for lighter projects like this. So I'm just sticking that down, and I'm going to do the same here for this piece. Now I haven't used this side because I've got the break in the sentence there, and I would like it to be letters all the way through without a break. So we're going to just roll it over the top and make sure we get all the edges, the centre and the sides. And I'm just going to pop that there. Actually wondering whether I should have put a little bit of ink around the edges there. So I'm just using, I always do this, I always stick the glue on, and then just as I go to put it down, I'll change my mind and think that would look really nice with a bit of a worn edge and an aged effect, which is what we do with the brown inks. And down that can go like that. And I'm going to have a look at some of my stickers to see if I've got something that is small enough, I suppose, because some of these are quite big. Got real chunky stickers here, look, and depends which mood we're in. Whether a black and white one would be interesting. That's sort of could work. Or the fox. He's rather good, isn't he? Fox. And we are talking about water of the river. Would the fox like the waters and the rivers? What else is there? Just while we're here, having a little look through. Otherwise we go a bit more botanical and put on flatten. It's too big. Or we have a bird. Maybe you'd like to come and fish by the river. Oh no, you're too big. And then I can see a butterfly. No, you're gonna be not right at all. And I think unless I go for that one, no, it is the fox, isn't it? Fox is the one. So they really make it very difficult. Hang on, I think it's my eyesight. No, let's blame the sticker. It's not my eyesight. Right, so we're going to stick the fox down here if we can get him off. And I think because so many of you say that the washi tape stickers can be low tack, not sticky, we're just adding a little bit of extra glue. Okay, and my trick to make sure we have a good contact here is just to use the bone folder and to really press that down. And what that does is it helps to hide the sides, and that really adheres it to, it gives that opacity, makes it opaque, less opaque, translucent, transparent. Anyway, there he is, he's on. Now, I've got the brown out to do edges, so we'll just see whether the inked up edge is going to be enough in the brown. I might want oh dear, this is getting a bit old, isn't it? It's falling apart. Okay, so now we're looking like we've got a nice fragment on there. Another ink here called Rusty Hinge, and I'm just going in with the same ink dauber, and actually that's bringing it out into a warmer tone now, so it's not going to be all right. If we put this here, you'll see it's sort of that rusty orange colour, and I just think that blended in with the brown that we've already got and what's on my ink blending tool just gives that nice rich, can you see, that's just that nice rich colour which works with the fox. Yeah, and then I have to turn him over to get the reverse. Oh, okay. I keep these little bits because it looks nice to frame something. Actually, if you've got something and then you've got these little pieces, you can glue them down and make it look like this was a corner in an old photograph album. So imagine if you had a nice little picture, you could make these into the corners of an old photograph album, and then you'd have the others, and obviously that would be a bit bigger, but hopefully that demonstrated what I'm talking about. I'll show you, we'll do another one another time. But here we go, fox tag. So we want to just ink up round where we cut the paper to make the paper top. I want to have a hole punch top. So I'm going to make a little circle here, and I've got this 1/2 inch circle punch. So this is a fragment of hand dyed paper using plant dye, and I used red onion skins. Can you believe it? Red onion skins brought out green in the colour. So I'm just getting that bit because it's a bit more interesting. And want to stick that just like that on there with a bit of the stick glue. So this looks like a reinforcement hole. I could use the one that was on here, but the problem is with this one is I don't know where that's going to end up. It's found where I think the centre should be. Put a little dot, got my little doodad here, and found the centre. Easy when you remember how. There you go, straight away. And now, because I do want to put an eyelet in there, and I think that that's the right colour for this project because it matches the fox. Or we could go a bit more vintage. Either one's nice, but it's going to be this one. And then we go to the eyelet punch and hopefully I've done that right. There we go. Lovely. Now, what I need to do here is just ink around the edges to finish it off. Something like that. We've either got one like that, which will match the colour that I've used there for the eyelet, which is nice, or I could go for an orange for a total contrast. And I got these from a shop in the UK called Coffee and Cloth. Can you see? It's just a really lovely name. And they sell these lovely sari silks. I think the orange is a bit more fun, don't you? I can't get into it though. Right, hang on. It's lovely. I'll use that card for something else. Where's the end? Oh my goodness me. Oh, it's here. Hang on. Here we go. Right. Ooh. Right, and this is the other one. That's really pretty, isn't it? But I think I was just looking for a contrast today. Oh, the other thing I could have used is a bit of gardening twine. So that would also look really cool. So any of these options, whatever you've got, a little bit of torn up fabric. Don't need to go and buy it from anywhere fancy, do we? We use what we've got, and this is just so happens that I did buy a few of these things, and that's absolutely fine because I should be using up what I've got. So I'm not buying any more new things now. We've got everything we need. We can get on and craft our way through this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go this way, so from the front to the back, front to back, and that is because it just gives that nice little finish there. And there we are. So that's all I would do for that. But you could also put a little stamp there of something fun. Why not? Let's just really take it to the next level. And all I want is a little stamp. Let's have the butterfly. And use the black ink this time. And we'll just put him at an angle. That's the way. That's the way we do it. And clean your stamps and replace. And we have done something really lovely. And here's one I made earlier, and this is how it would look on a parcel. And all I've done here is stamp some brown paper and tied it up with string. Okay guys, that was just a quick tag video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you here next time. Thank you. Bye bye. And if you enjoyed this video, do please like and subscribe to my channel and leave a comment below to let me know what you thought was useful or how you might apply it to your own projects. And if you'd like to join me on part 2, I'll be making another tag. You just need to grab a few scraps together, get some tea stained paper or ink dyed paper, any scraps that you have, and let's create some fun things together. But above all else, guys, just slow down and make crafting time for you. Bye bye now.